Hello everyone, it's me, it's Mark, and I'm here with you for another live stream class. Before I do anything, I need to know if you can see me. I need to know if you can hear me. If you can see me, if you can hear me, please say yes in the chat so I know everything is A-okay. Helga says yes, thank you, Helga. Carlos says yes, howdy Carlos. Okay, Kadeen says yes. Thank you, Kadeen. Hannah says yes. Thank you, Hannah. Iman says yes. Thank you, Iman. Okay, you can see me, you can hear me, everything is how it should be, and that makes me very happy. And as you know, we always start our class with a toast, and we're having 2 toasts. Yes, we are. So whatever you're drinking, pick it up. And our first toast, it's for the green team. Yes, the members of the channel. You see them. Their names are in green. They support me. They support the channel. Let's give the green team a big thank you. We can see Carlos. Carlos is representing the green team. So thank you so much, everyone, the green team, for your kind support. Cheers, bump, cheers, bump. And because we had a toast, we have to have a drink. Bottoms up. Our second toast, it is for you, because without you, there's no reason for me to be here. So let's toast to you. Let's toast to a fun, interesting, informative, and productive lesson today. Cheers, bump. Cheers, bump. And because we had a toast, we have to have a drink. Bottoms up. Okay, good. Let's talk about today's lesson plan. And here it is, right here on this sheet of paper. We're going to start our class today with a comparison of 2 idioms. We are comparing 2 idioms. After that, we are going to compare grammar pairs, 2 grammar points that are similar but are different. Similar but different. And there will be a worksheet and a video dictation for Carlos. Yeah, Carlos represented, or not represent, Carlos requested some video dictation, and so we will do that with the grammar pairs, okay? So let's get started and let's compare our idioms today. Let's look at 2 idioms, see how they're similar and see how they are different. So our first activity is comparing idioms, number 1. Okay, and of course there's a worksheet with this activity. So our 2 idioms are throw in the towel and give up. Okay, throw in the towel and give up. And basically they express quitting or stopping. Okay, so throw in the towel, give up, to express quitting or stopping. So they're very similar, but we can use them in a little different ways. So for example, throw in the towel, it's more of a struggle. So if you are struggling and you stop, maybe you'll say, throw in the towel. I'm going to throw in the towel. I've been working on it hard. I've been struggling with it, but I can't get it. I'm going to stop. I'm going to quit. I'm going to throw in the towel. So let's look at throw in the towel. We'll use it when there's a struggle and you quit. Struggle. Okay, so we'll use it for when you're struggling and you can't do it, you just throw in the towel, I give up. And then give up is more just stop doing something. Okay, so throw in the towel. After struggling, you give up. You throw in the towel, give up, stop doing something. So I'm going to give up. I'm going to give up smoking. Okay, you know, you're going to stop smoking. I'm going to stop saying bad words. I give up. Okay. Anyway, so there are the two idioms. Let's look at a worksheet and let's practice using these two idioms. K4's here. Hello, K4. Okay. Oh, Costa Mag. Wait, not Costa. Who is that? Mohammed. Hello, Mohammed. Casa Magna's here too. Okay, that's what I thought. So those Mohammed and Casa Magna, those are long names there. Okay, let's check the worksheet. Let's do the worksheet here. And there it is. Of course, go to my Patreon, get all the worksheets. Support me on Patreon so I can support you here. Support me there so I can support you here. K4. Okay, here we go. Let's make it larger. And here it is. Okay, so throw in the towel, right? And so to quit or stop trying, often after a struggle, right? So we're going to use throw in the towel after a struggle. So for example, after failing the test 3 times, he finally threw in the towel, right? That's it. I can't pass this test. I'm going to throw in the towel. And then give up, stop trying, or stop doing something. Don't give up. You can still finish the race. Okay, so that's how we're going to separate the two. They both mean to quit, to stop, but we're going to use throw in the towel after a struggle, and then give up, stop doing something. Okay, so here we go. Now I'm going to make it a little bit larger for the phone people, the people who have small screens because they're using their phone. Okay, so let's chat. So we have 3 questions for you. Question number 1, have you ever felt like throwing in the towel, right? So can you think of something you struggled with and you just stopped, you quit, you threw in the towel? Have you ever felt like throwing in the towel? 2, what helps you to keep going when things are hard? What helps you keep going when things are hard? Do you tell yourself, okay, don't give up, don't throw in the towel, keep going? Maybe you think of your father, his struggle. Okay, he didn't give up, so I won't give up either. So what keeps you going when things are hard? 3, do you think it's okay to give up sometimes? Do you think it's okay to just say, okay, well, I admit I can't do it. It's okay, I can't finish this project. I'm going to quit. I'm going to give up. Is that okay sometimes? Ghana, I'm not sure how to say your name. Ghana, welcome to the channel. That's okay. We have lots of people here who can help you. I'm here to help you. The chat is here to help you. So don't throw in the towel. Don't give up. Everyone starts as beginners, right? We're all a beginner at the beginning. We're all a beginner at the beginning. Oh no, Iman said, I almost threw in the towel. So remember, so throw, this is a verb, right? And so I almost threw in the towel. So if you use it in the past, right? So maybe at the beginning you were studying English and it was difficult for you and you felt like, oh, I can't speak English. I'll never be able to do it. I'm gonna so I almost threw in the towel, right? So you can use these in past tense, right? Gave up. I almost gave up last week. So threw, throw. So throw in the towel, that's present tense, and the past tense is threw. And then give is the present tense, gave is the past tense. So when you're making sentences, think about the verbs. When did the action happen? If the action happened in the past, you say threw in the towel. If the action is happening as you are talking, you say throw in the towel. If the action happened in the past, I gave up. If the action is now happening when you are talking, give up. Okay, back to the worksheet. Right, so Iman, I almost threw in the towel learning English, right? So that happened before now. K4, thank you for welcoming Ghana. Helga, yes, I have. I can't struggle with people with guns. Okay, yes. Helga, nothing helps me. I just live, okay? Oh, Sylvia, hello. I'm doing good. Good. Welcome back, Sylvia. Don't give up. Don't throw in the towel. Come back every week. Helga says yes. Okay, number 3. Do you think it's okay to give up sometimes? And Helga says, yes, I think so. Yeah, so there is a point where, it just can't be done. Don't just hit yourself against the wall. Don't knock your head against the wall like, oh, I'm going to keep trying. I'm going to keep trying. And it can't be done. There's a point where you have to throw in the towel. You have to move on and do something else, right? There is a point where you need to throw in the towel and try something else. Maybe you're trying to fix your car, or you're trying to move some furniture, or you're trying to reform something, and it's just not working. Keeps breaking, it keeps breaking. Well, try a different way. Try a different system. Try a different way. Give up on that old way and try a new way. Okay, back to the worksheet. Okay, Ghana is from Egypt. Welcome. Okay, good. Yeah, I was wondering what happened. I thought maybe your internet was not working, Helga. But you're at the dentist. We need our teeth to be healthy. Okay, here we go. Fill in the idiom here. So again, right, these are very close. They both mean to stop or quit. But just let's use throw in the towel for a struggle and then give up for stop doing something, okay? So these 4 sentences you have to put in the idiom, but they vary. Basically, you can use either one, okay? But let's try to think about throw in the towel for a struggle, right? You've been doing it for a long time and it's not working. You're trying, it's not working. You're struggling, so you finally throw in the towel and then give up. Like, oh, I can't do this, I give up. Like, or I should give up smoking. I should give up drinking alcohol. I should give up staying up late at night. Okay, so let's use the idioms in those ways, okay? So let's go back to the worksheet here. So sentence 1, she didn't. She kept trying until she succeeded. Okay? So what are you going to use? Are you going to use throw in the towel, or are you going to use give up? Number 2, I almost when I saw how long it would take. Are you going to use throw in the towel or give up? 3, after many failures, they and moved on. Which idiom are you going to use? Number 4, it's hard, but it's hard, but I won't. Oh no, I'm sorry. It should be I there. Oh, my mistake. I'm going to put that in the chat. So number 4. I forgot the I there. Sorry. So, but I won't, and then yet. So, okay, so I won't. I will fix that after class. Okay. Okay, Hannah says, I feel like throwing in the towel sometimes. I'm there with you, Hannah. I know exactly. Me too. Okay, so how I see. Okay, so number 1, I see give up. Okay. Now, I would say actually throw in the towel for number 1. I mean, again, they both mean the same, but remember, a struggle, right? So a process of failure. Okay, I'm going to throw in the towel, right? Keep trying, you keep trying, you keep trying. So the key word in number 1 is try. So she didn't, I would say she didn't throw in the towel. She kept trying until she succeeded, right? She didn't throw in the towel. She kept trying and trying. She's struggling. So, but she didn't give up. She kept, that's okay too, right? So either one is fine. You can say she didn't give up, right? But here the key word is kept trying. So I would say she didn't throw in the towel. She kept trying until she succeeded. Okay, number 2, throw in the towel. I almost threw in the towel. Now, when I saw, now again, I would use for number 2, give up or gave up. I almost gave up when I saw how long the line it would take, right? So here the person wasn't waiting, right? So the person's like walking up and they see the line. It's a long line. Oh boy, I'm not going to try. I'm going to give up. I'll go back the next day, or I'll come back later, right? So it's not really a struggle, just seeing the line, and it's like, I give up. I'm not gonna try that line. So I would say 2 is give up, but again, either one's okay. Right? So like, I almost gave up when I saw how long it would take. And number 3, so yeah, so for number 2, we want to use gave. I almost gave up when I saw, right? So it happened in the past. Number 3. Yeah, good, Kadeen. So number 3, so again, the key word is after many failures, many, right? So again, this is a struggle. After many failures, they threw in the towel and moved on. So threw in the towel. So it's past tense. Good, Helga. So number 3, after many failures, they threw in the towel and moved on, right? So it was a struggle. Yeah, number 4, I would say give up. Yep. It's hard, but I won't give up yet. Good, good, good. So I left out the I, so I will fix number 4. It's hard, but I won't give up yet. Sumayet, hello Sumayet. Okay, so let's look at the 4 sentences one more time. she didn't throw in the towel. She kept trying until she succeeded. Number 2, I almost gave up when I saw how long it would take. Number 3, after many failures, they threw in the towel and moved on. Try a different way. Forget that. It keeps failing. Let's throw in the towel and move on to the next. Number 4, it's hard, but I won't give up yet. It's hard, but I won't give up yet. Okay, good, good, good. All right, good, Carlos. Now, of course, you're going to make your own sentences now. So let's make the worksheet a little bit smaller because it's too big. We can't see everything here. So, all right, for the last part, we always make it the most challenging, right? And so as the worksheet progresses, as we move to each step, you have to do more. It's more of a challenge for you. So of course, now it's time for you to make sentences using throw in the towel and give up, right? Now it's your turn. Right, so make sentences, throw in the towel, give up, and then here are some key differences, like we've talked about them already. Throw in the towel, stop trying after difficulty, informal, metaphorical, and give up, quit, stop trying. Could be neutral, common. Okay, so after difficulty, right, struggle. And metaphorical, so it kind of, that means it's a metaphor for something larger, right? So life is a struggle. Don't throw in the towel. So just metaphorical, more like we can use throw in the towel to represent something larger. Like life is a struggle. Don't throw in the towel, right? Going along your journey, right, to reach your goal. Don't throw in the towel. Keep struggling, keep trying until you succeed. So we can use throw in the towel for something larger, right? Where give up is something more common, right? Don't give up. Keep going. Like you're running a race. I want to stop running. Don't give up. Or you're on a diet. I want to eat chocolate. No, don't eat chocolate. Don't give up. Finish your diet, you know. So give up is more common, everyday use, where throw in the towel could be more metaphorical, representing something larger, representing life, representing your end goals, representing your career, representing man's struggle against war, you know, things like that. Okay, so let's see your sentences. And of course, I'm going to put the timer on, okay? So let's go 3 minutes. Write your sentences using throw in the towel and give up. So let's do 3 minutes. I'll put 3 minutes on the timer, okay? So it's your turn to make sentences. 3 minutes. Okay, Iman, it is so hard to give up something that you really want. Okay, good, Iman. Just let's make it a little bit simpler. Okay, so here we go. One more time, Iman. It is so hard to give up something. Give up. So we don't need about. Give up something that you really want. So no it. So that's a good sentence, but let's take out about. Let's take out it. It is so hard to give up something that you really want. That is true. Helga, he tried to give up eating chocolate, but chocolate was tasty, so he threw in the towel. Chocolate was the winner. Yes, very good. Kadeen, after losing the game 3 times, he threw in the towel. Yeah. And actually in boxing, sometimes the manager or the ringside people throw in a white towel. So, or maybe like wrestling, like contact sports, like boxing, wrestling, MMA. If the person is getting beaten too badly, right? Oh, it's getting dangerous. The manager or the ringside people will throw in a white towel. And then kind of like, like a white flag, that represents, okay, I give up, I give up. Okay, let's see. Henna. No, don't throw in the towel because you are stronger than you think, so don't give up. Good. Kadeen, the seller refused to lower the price, so I threw in the towel. Good. These are good sentences. And we use these often, right? I think these are good idioms. Throw in the towel, give up, right? I mean, that is very common, but throw in the towel is less common, but it could have a greater impact, right? So give up is more common, right? You hear that a lot. We say that a lot, when you want to stop something, when you want to quit something, stop something. This is the most common expression, right? Give up. But throw in the towel can be more powerful. Like it illustrates your point more, right? Like throw in the towel, that is that shows more emphasis. That shows more of a determination to quit, right? Or you could say don't, like the negative. Don't throw in the towel. You can do it, right? So that gives more emphasis. It gives more power to what you're saying. So give up is more common, but throw in the towel has a stronger meaning, or it's more metaphor. It's more of a metaphor for life. So yeah. So it's your choice. They both mean quitting and stopping. So if you like to use give up, use give up. If you like using throw in the towel, use throw in the towel. It's your choice. Okay, I heard the clock, the timer, so we're going to change activities. Okay, Iman fixed their sentence. It is so hard to give up something that you really want. Okay, Iman, good. It. We don't use it there, so just get rid of it, and that's a perfect sentence. It is so hard to give up something that you really want. Helga, I hope my country won't throw in the towel. Yes, Helga, me too. Yeah, that's something I just don't understand. Kadeen, I will never give up on learning English. Kadeen, that is fantastic. Helga, don't give up until you're don't give up until you're alive. While you're alive. So until, not until, but you want to use while. Don't give up while you are alive. Good, good. Okay, we're going to switch activities now. And of course, the worksheet is on my Patreon. Go there, support me there, get all the worksheets we do here. They are on my Patreon. Okay. Now we are going to our next. Yeah, good, good, Helga. Don't give up while you're alive. Okay. We are now going to do some grammar points, grammar words. I don't know. I don't know. Number 2, comparing grammar pairs. And we have should versus ought to. That's today's pair. And we have worksheet. Actually 2, worksheets and dictation, video dictation for Carlos. I think that's a good idea, Carlos. Okay, and let's see, we need to point out the pattern. We'll do that right here. So should is subject plus should plus base verb. And then ought to is same structure, subject plus ought to plus base verb. That's the pattern for these 2. And they are both advice, but again, kind of how the idioms were: throw in the towel, give up. They both express quitting or stopping. Should and ought to both express advice. Ought to is it's a bit more formal. It's a bit more formal, and it's more used for yeah, so it's more like advice. We use it more where should, you use it like to do the right thing. Like you should apologize. You should, you should go to bed early, right? So ought to is more like on the advice side. Like he ought to say sorry. I don't know. They're basically the same. This is just a little bit more formal. Right, and again, you know, should is used more often, right? Give up is used more often. Should is used more often. Ought to, it's a little more formal, a little more emphasis on advice, right? You ought to say sorry to your mother, right? Where should, you know, we should go now, right? It's going to rain. We should go now, right? So more just the right thing to do. Like we should wake up early to beat the traffic. Okay, so again, they're basically the same, and again, it's like your preference. You can use ought to, you can use should. Which word do you like better? Which word is easier for you to remember, right? Which word is easier for you to use, right? So bottom line, we're here to use English. We're here to express our ideas and our feelings in English. And so if it's easier for you to use ought to, use ought to. If it's easier for you to use should, use should, okay? But we will practice these two with a worksheet and video dictation, right? So let's get into the worksheet first, and then we will follow the worksheet with a dictation. Okay, so here we go, worksheet time. Okay. Let's make it larger. Okay, so should versus ought to. And should used to give advice or suggest something is the right thing to do. There's our pattern, subject plus should plus base verb. Example, you should see a doctor. That's the right thing to do. Ought to. Similar to should, used for advice or expectations. A bit more formal. Expectations. So, right, expectations, that means people expect you to, that's something that people are expecting you to do. I'm thinking, I'm going to use a word not without expect. Expect is, I think you will do it, right? I'm pretty sure they will do it. That is the right thing to do, right? Expectation. So it's the right thing to do. They are assuming you will do it. Okay, expectation. So ought to here, formal and expectations. Okay, again, they're like the same. Okay, and our pattern is subject plus ought to plus base verb, just like should. Example, you ought to study more, right? So students are expected to study, right? That's what students do. You go to school to learn things, to remember things. And so, of course, to learn things, to remember things, you have to study. And so students ought to study every day. That's what they're expected to do. That's what their purpose is. That's what their job is, right? Your job, we all, as an adult, right? Once we become, 18 or 22, we leave school and then we start working. And so your job is what you do, and you are expected to do things for that job, right? And students are expected to study for school, and you are expected to do things for your job. Okay, let's go practice now. I'll make it a little bit larger for the phone people. Okay, now again, very similar in meaning. It's kind of like your choice. And again, let's use ought to be a little more formal, and for expectations. And then should, let's use that for giving advice. Okay, so I see should for number 1 in the chat, so that's a consensus. You should apologize to your friend. Okay, good. I'm not going to disagree with you guys. Okay, and you have ought to for number 2. That's a consensus. He ought to be more careful with his words. Yeah, that I agree with that. That's expected, right? That's good. So you guys got it. You should apologize to your friend, and then he ought to be more careful with his words. Good. I agree. Now, okay, Katie, ought to. So, they're basically the same. So, your preference. Okay, Carlos, for 3, you have should. Let's see. We should leave now if we want to catch the train. Yep, that's good advice. Good, Carlos. Helga, 4, you have ought to. They ought to save some money for the trip. Yeah. Right, so that is expected, right? So you need money for a trip, and so we ought to save money, right? That's expected. It's not free. It's not free to travel. taking a trip is expensive, right? You gotta, maybe there's a hotel, maybe there's an airplane, maybe, you know, if it's a long distance, maybe, you know, if you're gonna drive, that's gas money, that's hotel money. You're gonna eat out, right? Because you're not home, you're on a trip, so you're gonna go to a restaurant, so that's gonna be more expensive. And so you ought to save money, right? Because trips are not free. Yeah, Carlo, good. Ought to for number 4. K4 has ought to for number 5. I ought to call my parents more often. Okay. Iman, should. I should call my parents more. Okay, that's good. If I have to choose one, I would say should for number 5. Because you're kind of talking to yourself, right? Like, oh, I should call my parents more often, right? So you're kind of like talking to yourself. You are giving yourself advice. Okay, so I would say should is more, it's not as, right? So ought to is more formal. So you don't use formal with yourself. Yeah, Carlos, I should call my parents. Yep, good. No problem. Okay, now we're going, part 3, you're going to fix the sentence, or you're going to choose the correct sentence. So we have 1A, 1B. Which one is correct? 2A, 2B. Which one is correct? 3A, 3B is correct. Now, for these, you must use the pattern, right? Must use the pattern. Subject plus should plus base verb. Ought to, subject, ought to, base verb. Okay, this is, you need to use the pattern for the next activity here. So 1A, 1B, you got to use the pattern. 2B or 2A, 2B, got to use the pattern. 3A, 3B, got to use the pattern. Yep. So number 1, you should go, right? That's the pattern. You should to go. No, to. There's no to there with should. So it is 1B because it's the pattern, right? Subject is you. Should is our grammar word. And go is our base verb. You should go. That is the pattern. Okay, yep. So 2A is the pattern, all right? So he ought to eat more vegetables. So ought to, right? That is the modal verb there. So he is the subject. Ought to, that's our grammar word today. And then eat is our base verb. He ought to eat more vegetables. So the answer is 2A. Okay, and 3 is B, right? That's the pattern. She's the subject. Should is our key vocabulary word, our grammar word. And then study is the base verb. That's the pattern. She should study more. Good. So one more time. Number 1, it is 1B. You should go. 2 is A, right? He ought to eat more vegetables, so it's 2A. And then 3, it is B. She should study more, so good. Now for part 4, now you're going to find and correct the grammar mistakes. So each step, you have to do more, remember? So step 1, you just Step 1, you chose which one, should or ought to. Step 3, you chose which one was the correct sentence. And now, step 4, you will correct the sentence. So each step, you have to do more. So find the mistakes, fix the mistakes, and write the sentence in the chat. So what is the correct sentence for number 1? Write it in the chat. What is the correct sentence? Number 2, write it in the chat. So forth. Yeah, good, Helga. That is correct. You ought to help your brother. Good, everyone. Good, Iman. You ought to help your brother. Yeah, good, good, Katie. You ought to help your brother. Yeah, good, Iman. Yes, Helga. They should listen carefully. They should listen carefully. Good, Helga. Yeah, Carlos, you ought to help. You ought to help your brother. Yep, Katie, they should listen carefully. Good. Number 3, Iman, we ought to study every day. Yes, we should. Helga, we ought to study every day. Yes, Katie, we ought to study every day. Carlos, they should listen carefully. Good. Number 4, I should go now. Yes, that is correct, Iman. Helga, I should go now. Good, Helga. Katie, I should go now. Yes, Katie. Iman, he ought to speak kindly. Yes. He ought to speak kindly. Good, Helga. Number 5, he ought to speak kindly. Yep. So number 1, let's do these. Let's go over them one more time. Number 1, you ought to help your brother. You ought to help your brother. There's no to, you got to put a to there. You ought to help your brother. Number 2, they should listen. So there's no to there. Take out the to. They should listen carefully. They should listen carefully. Number 3, we need the to and take out the IES, right? We want the base verb study. We ought to study every day. Follow the pattern. Number 4, I should go now. There's no to there, right? That's not the pattern. I should go now. Number 5, he ought to speak kindly. So speak is our base verb, not speaks, right? So take out the S. He ought to speak kindly. Very good. One more time. You ought to help your brother. They should listen carefully. We ought to study every day. I should go now. He ought to speak kindly. Very good. Okay, we got one more worksheet. And you know what we're going to do, the last step. And then we have dictation. We're almost done with the worksheets. And the worksheets are on my Patreon, right? Go to my Patreon, support me there so I can support you here for get all the worksheets. We got one more thing for the worksheet to do, and you know what we're going to do. And then we will do video dictation. Okay, here we go. And I'm going to turn off my camera so you can see it clearly. Okay, there we go. All right, so open practice. It's your turn, right? That's what we always do at the end. You have to do it yourself. Okay, write a sentence using should to give advice. Write a sentence using ought to describe something expected. What is something people should do every day? What is something you ought to do this weekend? Something you're expected to do, perhaps. Right? Like, I ought to vacuum the house, right? Maybe your wife wants you to vacuum on the weekends. Carlos, that is good advice. You should listen carefully during video dictation. Nice. We're going to do that in a few minutes. Actually, let's put on the timer. 5 minutes. So let's do 5 minutes of writing these sentences, and then we'll go to the video dictation. So good idea, Carlos. Let's go 5 minutes until dictation time. So write your sentences, and then we will do video dictation in 5 minutes. The clock is counting down. Helga, you should eat healthy food. Good advice. Katie, you should drink more water. Yes, good advice. Carlos is thinking. Thinking time for Carlos. So expected, right? That you are, like, people think you should do. Right, so Carlos, you're a carpenter, so you ought to clean your tools. You ought to take care when cutting wood, right? Because wood's expensive. And so things that you're expected to do as a carpenter, as a woodworker, as a cabinet maker. Helga, they ought to be careful when they cross the road. Yes. Good, Hannah. I told you, you should apologize to her. Helga, people should do morning exercises every day. Oh, easy to say, difficult to do. Easy to give advice, difficult to do, to take the advice. Give advice and take advice. Give advice, take advice. Carlos, yes, my coworker ought to clean the tools every day. Good, that's right. Expected, they're expected to clean their tools. Good. Perfect. Okay, we got about 2 more minutes. Next 2 minutes, write your sentences. Then we will do video dictation. You need a pencil and paper for that. Oh, Helga, I ought to clean my apartment this weekend. She's expected to have a clean apartment. Costa Magna, you should quit smoking right now. Good advice. You should quit smoking right now. Carlos, I ought to work this weekend. Good. You're expected to work this weekend. Your wife expects you to work. Carlos, work more. Make more money, Carlos. Is that what your wife? Carlos, you got to work more. We need more money. K4, I ought to work all week. Okay, a few more seconds and then we'll do the dictation. Ah, nice. People should relax after work every day. Yep, work hard and relax hard. Okay, Carlos. I'm not going to finish by Saturday. I ought to work Sunday. Good. Should I stay or should I go? Yeah, I know that song. That is The Clash. Good, good, Katie. You should buy me flowers. Good, good. All right. Whoops. Oh no, wrong button. There we go. Okay, good. That was the clock. The timer sounded. Let's see, Hannah, you ought not throw in the towel because better days are coming. You ought not throw in the towel because better days are coming. Very good, I like it. Hannah always tries to make connections. Yeah, and that's very smart. That's very wise because when you make connections, you're going to remember better, right? You'll have a better time to remember. You'll have an easier time to remember, right? So these idioms that we practiced today and these 2 grammar points we practiced today. So by making connections, you'll remember them easier so you can use them in the future. All right, so let's now, so that was the worksheets. Let's check the box. Okay, now we're going to do video dictation. Only 4 sentences, so it's not going to be too long. And you need a pencil and you need paper because you will listen and write down the sentences word for word. Okay, that's dictation. I will say the sentences. You will listen and write them down. So paper and pencil. You need a pencil. You need paper. Okay, good, Carlos. Here we go. Let's pull up the video here. Okay, there we go. Let's bring it back. Not yet. Not yet. All right, so I need to look at the sentences. So during the dictation, I can't see the chat because I'm looking at the sentences. You can't see the sentences, right? You're listening and writing. I'm looking and I'm reading and speaking. You're listening and writing. Okay, here we go. Are you ready? Do you have a pencil? Do you have paper? Are you ready for the dictation? We're using should and ought to. 4 sentences. Here we go. Countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Let's do the dictation. I will say the sentence 3 times, okay? I will say the sentence 3 times. Here we go. Sentence number 1. You should drink more water every day. You should drink more water every day. You should drink more water every day. Write that down. Okay, here we go. Number 2. Number 2, he ought to apologize for being late. He ought to apologize for being late. Third time. He ought to apologize for being late. Okay, did you get that? Number 3. We should leave early to avoid traffic. We should leave early to avoid traffic. We should leave early to avoid traffic. Okay, did you get that? Okay, and number 4, this is our last sentence. You ought to be more careful. You ought to be more careful. You ought to be more careful. Okay, those were the 4 sentences. Now, we're going to check the sentences. Did you get them correct? Okay, so we're going to check the sentences. If you got the sentence right, shoot some hearts or put a icon in or emoji in the chat. Let us know how you did. Did you get it right? Did you get it wrong? Let us know how you did. Okay, here we go. Let's check the sentences. Number 1 is, you should drink more water every day. Did you get it right? If you got it right, shoot some hearts. Let us know. Put an emoji in there. Okay, Helga got it. She has a chocolate bar. Carlos got it. He has a taco. Maybe I'll make tacos this weekend. Now, looking at that taco emoji, maybe I'll have tacos this weekend. Here in Japan, I have to make my own tacos. There's no Mexican restaurants where I live. Okay, Iman has a thumbs up. Kadeen has a happy face. Okay, good job. So you got it. You should drink more water every day. It's good advice. I don't drink enough water. I should though, of course. Got water here, got coffee there. So, but coffee's made with water, right? So you got to have hot water with the coffee. To make the coffee, you need water. So so this is basically all water, right? K4 got it. Okay, here we go. Number 2. Number 2 is, he ought to apologize for being late. If you got it right, shoot some hearts. Let us know. Let's see some emojis. He ought to apologize for being late. Helga, 2 chocolate bars. Carlos, 2 tacos. They got 1 correct. They got 2 correct. I see hearts in the chat. I see some confetti. That is fantastic. Thank you for those. Yeah, love the hearts. Love the happy faces. Love the confetti. Thanks so much. Okay, I see 2 thumbs up with Iman. I see Kadeen with 2 happy faces. And I see hearts and 100%'s going up in the chat. And confetti. Here we go. Number 3. Number 3 is, you should leave early to avoid traffic. Good advice. You should leave early to avoid traffic. Did you get it right? Helga, 3 chocolate bars. Helga's getting a little fat. Carlos, 3 tacos. Katie, 3 happy faces. Iman, 3 thumbs up. Hearts shooting. Nice. All right. Good, good, good. All right. We got one more. Number 4. Let's do it. Okay, that's good, good. Virtual chocolates. Not real chocolate, just virtual. Oh no, what happened? I didn't stop it. We gotta go back. Oh, what happened? Okay. Number 4 is you ought to be more careful. Okay, K4, nice. Okay, if you got it right, shoot some hearts. Let's see some, 4 chocolate bars for Helga. It's only virtual chocolate. She's not eating 4 chocolate bars. Carlos, 4 tacos. Iman, 4 thumbs up. Katie, 4 happy faces. You guys did a great job. Yes. Okay, I'm happy because you guys did well. So when you do well, I do well, right? So you are a reflection on me, right? So remember, a good teacher has good students, right? And so if the students are bad, maybe the teacher is bad, right? But if the students are good, the teacher is good. So it's always, we can judge teachers by the students, right? And so when the students perform well, that's because the teacher did a good job. So you guys did great, so that makes me happy. Okay, nice. All right, so that was the dictation part. We'll do that every week. Good idea. Carlos said, hey, Mark, get back to the dictations. We stopped doing that for a while. And yeah, bring it back. That's good idea. Thank you, Carlos. And that was video dictation. So we got one more thing to do. On top of the chat, there's a white box. In the white box, there's a sentence. In the sentence, there is a missing word. Choose the best word for the sentence. Let's check it out. Let's open the box. Okay. Are you ready for the quiz? All right, here we go. The sentence is, success doesn't come easily. You have to for it. One more time. Success doesn't come easily. You have to for it. Choose the best word. Is it rest? Is it wait? Is it fight? Is it hide? Does a sentence go like this? Success doesn't come easily. You have to rest for it. Success doesn't come easily. You have to wait for it. Success doesn't come easily. You have to fight for it. Success doesn't come easily. You have to hide for it. Is it rest? Is it wait? Is it fight? Is it hide? Choose the best word. Good luck. You got it. Carlos, thank you, buddy. Yes, it is fight. That is the best word. Yes, K4. You got it. Yeah, Katie. Oh, thank you. Great, great, great. It is fight. Success doesn't come easily. You have to fight for it. Don't throw in the towel. No, no, don't throw in the towel. Keep fighting. You can do it. That is right. Helga. Success doesn't come easily. You have to fight for it. Yes. Do not throw in the towel. Keep fighting. Great job, everyone. You did excellent today. I'm very happy. And I had fun. I hope you had fun too. And we will be back tomorrow night for our premiere video. Today is Thursday. We started at 10. Tomorrow, Friday night, 10 p.m. Japan. I live in Japan. This is Japan time. So our premiere video, which is a collection of 5 videos. We watch a collection of 5 videos and we make sentences together. We chat together. It is a live chat and it's a premiere video. YouTube calls it premiere video. So that is tomorrow night. No, what am I doing? Is that right? Premiere? Maybe that's right. Maybe. Okay, premiere video. That's tomorrow night, Friday, 10 p.m. Japan time. I live in Japan. I work in Japan. I'm an English teacher in Japan. Premiere video, Friday, 10 p.m. Japan time. We will watch a collection of 5 videos. We will chat and make sentences together. And of course, I'll be back on Sunday, at this time on Sunday. So I'm here on Tuesdays, 5 p.m. I'm here on Thursdays and Sundays, 10 a.m. And then we do premiere videos Friday, 10 p.m. Hope to see you there. Of course, Patreon. Support me there so I can support you here. And join Carlos and the rest of the friendly green team. Yes, indeed. We have green team content only. So by joining the channel, helping me, I can help you. And of course, books, Amazon.com, all that good stuff in the descriptions. You can see the links below. Okay, so thank you so much. Love and peace to you and your family. Smile, be safe, stay healthy, and I will see you soon, okay? So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Carlos. Thank you, Green Team, for your extra kind support. I really appreciate it, Carlos, and the Green Team for your extra support. Okay. Thanks so much, everyone. Let's count down and say goodbye together. Have a great weekend. Today is Thursday, so the weekend is just around the corner. It's coming up. So have a great weekend. Have a great day. Be safe. Stay healthy. Love and peace. Smile. It's very important to smile. It's good for your health. Yeah. Okay, we're counting down and saying goodbye together. Here we go. Let's do it together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you so much, everyone. Love and peace. Smile, be safe, stay healthy, take it easy. Thank you so much. Bye. Thank you. Thank you, Carlos. Thank you, Green Team, for your extra support.